If we combine those things together, then we have an inside-inside block, we have an outside-outside block, then we have an inside-outside block, and we have an outside-inside block. That's your 4 combinations. Okay? So now, if I were to block down and up, so if I were to not go only here, then basically we have, see, our arms swing from bottom. So here we have a inside-outside block and an inside-outside block. We can reverse that and go block high and low, right? So we can do, and where do you see this movement? Okay. And sometimes we go into it like this, which is 2 in. One's blocking high, the other is low. So it comes here. I can do an inside-outside block and finish by blocking low. A lot of people, they'll go like that, or they'll do this. This is not it, right? It has to, see? This is not a special effect, right? See? So when you do that, what do you feel? You should feel in your forearm, okay? And this is the forearm exercise drill. So we're practicing, but it's only enough when I'm pulling, I'm just shifting weight and hitting. And I'm going 1 here. Don't grab like this. I grab this way, right? It's the, you feel the jerking. So the head jerks, and that is when you see stars. That's what knocks you out when you get hit here, because it shakes the rear of the brain, the cerebellum. For form-wise, we go, you're doing this, but that's not, you go here, pop! So if I add, right, a little more movement, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Punch, roll, in, out, palm. Boom, you see, it stops. See, here, and boom, tense. So it's relaxed, tense, boom, boom, hit. I told you the big problem people do in the roll is they don't move the roll the other hand. They go 1, 2. They're going to roll the other. And if you do it in maintaining the momentum, it goes, right? It's no tension. So with that said then, right, the Hwa Rang Do forms shouldn't be that difficult when you do it properly and breathe properly. It's not, you know, they're making every simple movement as hard as they can. That's not the goal of our movements and form. It's not about making simple movements look hard. It's about taking hard movements and make it look simple. See, but then you're not understanding anything of why we put the hand there in the first place. See, why do we put the hand there? Because all the movements all right here. Why would we put it down here if we're going to bring it back down to do something? What is being taught is that you learn in the beginning to chamber and strike every movement. But as you advance, all the movements are all right here. Nothing chambers. Everything stays right here. It's a big deal. These guys, whatever, I don't know what's this thing now, you know, the whole thing of some system of self-defense and all that. You know, they think they invented this movement or this here. We already knew that movement. There's nothing new, right? It's not only when you hear you're fighting. Well, what are you doing here? Both hands are moving, and what's happening? High, low, everything is defended. I can cover, I can go in, right? I can strike with the elbow, everything is right here. So all our movements, that's why you see, right? We have a lot of movements that are here. No? And you think it's just rolling. The way you guys roll, yes, it's effortless. But you do it right, that can have a lot of power rolling. Okay, the speed and the impact, the vibration, that's the power. And as I mention all the time, you guys are doing the sessions with Taejoon Lee, you guys are always doing that. You're always doing those sessions, vibrating strikes. What have you guys been practicing? See, this is the way of many different arts. Why, they have one way. Karate has so many different styles, I mean, every little thing, it's one little difference and they create a whole different style. See, that's not what HWARANGDO is about, because we're not a style. We're an idea. We're a concept, a theory, a worldview. Do you understand? That's what you have to understand here. That's why it's not a martial style. It's not a form of a martial art. It is martial art. It is life. It is what is best way to live life. What is to be the best human? That's the study. Okay? And if that is the idea, then it's not about just doing one movement correctly. It's not just being smart. It's not just being physically strong. It's everything. You have to be everything. That's the holistic concept. See, that is what HWARANGDO is. So if you ask me, can we do it like this? Can we do this? Can we do that? Yes, we can do it any way which you want. But the question you got to ask, right, is what is the best way? What is the best way? See, that's the question I keep on telling everybody all the time, that you have to ask, what's the best way? And my challenge to you, or any of my students, is if you can come up with a better way, then show me. Your goal is to come up with a better way. And this is also my challenge to all HWARANGDOists. Because after I pass, whoever is next better be better than I am. And better do it better. What's the point? What's the point if they can't do better? That's my nightmare of the next generation. What's going to happen? You need to be better. Okay? And there is no special thing. There is no like Shazam lightning bolt, or there is no, alien rock that I touched, or there is no anything like that. Even though I'm wearing Superman colors, I didn't come from the Krypton or whatever it is. Do you understand what I'm telling you? There is nothing like that. It is the desire. It is the asking the right questions. And it is being directed and motivated in the right direction. Okay, what's the direction? Well, first of all, I had no choice. I was told from the beginning, you're going to do this. And then I accepted. As soon as I said, I'm going to do it, and I did that when I was 17, I was stuck. That was it. And for a long time, I maybe regretted that whole thing. And I was rebellious and wasn't sure. Now, I don't even ask that question. It's the same thing now. I'm here in Luxembourg. The weather's horrible. But before, I used to always say the weather's horrible. Okay? It's always raining here, because I'm always comparing reference to where I was in LA. And it was miserable. Now, I don't even think twice. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, it's hailing. Oh, it's gray all week. Oh, it's raining for the entire month. Oh, okay. I only am concerned what I'm going to wear. So that's why I check the weather. Do I wear my rain boots? Do I have my raincoat? Do I have my winter coat? That's it. That's it. It doesn't even faze me anymore, the weather. And that's not what's important, right? Sign, whether this and that, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay? It's everything. You have to have everything. I actually like Luxembourg here because winter is freaking cold. Summer was a little short this year. Okay? Then spring, I see the flowers coming, and it's a change of scene. I like that. A lot of greenery. So once you have this resistance gone of being comfortable, right? Being fixated on this myopic view, changing your identity to identify yourself with something very small and secular, and open up your perspective and try to see everything, try to absorb everything, try to, then things change. Things start to change. That's HWARANGDO. That's the idea of blooming, right? So now right? I look at what I do, what I'm, yeah. So now that's it. I was put in a certain position, a certain place. And this is what people say all the time now, right? And this is what they argue about. Privilege. You're privileged. Why privilege? Okay, you think I'm the Hwa Rang Do privilege. I had Hwa Rang Do privilege. You can go ahead and complain. Oh, Kuksa님's good because he had Hwa Rang Do privilege. You think born in Taejoon Lee as a son, firstborn under Taejoon Lee, you think that's privilege? Some people can look at that and say it's torture. Okay? And that is the worst situation to grow up in. Okay? You can say that as privilege because you never lived it. You lived in my shoe one day, you would say different. See, it doesn't matter, privilege or not. Okay? It's what you do with it. All right? It's what you do with it. Okay? So, this is the same thing I tell you guys. Don't put crutch or limitations or anything. Right? He keeps on telling me, I swear I don't see what what I'm doing is wrong. I swear what I see what you're doing, and I think I'm doing that. He tells me that every time. And my question, okay, all right, good. You know what the problem is. Okay. See, that doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. Do you think it would work here if I never did anything or no training or no knowledge, and I just kept on saying to everybody, I'm Taejoon Lee's son. I'm Taejoon Lee's son. Do I tell you I'm Taejoon Lee's son? I don't know anything, but I'm Taejoon Lee's son. Do what I tell you. You think that would work?
No, sir.
Yes, that is my honor. That is my privilege. That is my gift. It is my burden. It could be my crutch, but I never used in any of those ways. Only I use for what? Motivation. With what? The single desire that I have to carry the legacy and I got to work to be better than my teacher. And I tell you, you know Taejoon Lee, see, you know, it's hard to be better than him. Okay? That is a big task to overcome. That's my drive. Will I ever be better? No, I don't know. And that only for history to tell, not for me. Okay? But that is what I need to strive for. That's what motivates me. It's the same thing with you guys. There must be no satisfaction, no personal satisfaction. You should always, always look for your own weakness, be more self-critical, and fix it. And the other thing I must tell you guys is that nobody, I need your guidance. What do you mean? I need your feedback. I don't need anybody more critical than me. Okay? I don't want Taejoon Lee's feedback. I don't want his feedback. All right? No, I don't want his feedback at all. Nothing. If he says absolutely nothing, I'm doing good. I give him a hard time and I'm going criticizing and because I care. And why it makes me so pissed off is because I care and I want him to do well. And I want him to change and improve. And it makes me angry. I should not want him more badly than he does. And then it is the worst thing to see somebody to go through that hardship and don't change. It's another issue if you have some kind of illness, like OCD. You know, obsessive compulsive behavior is understood. You know, they'll go in and do something, and then you say, okay, don't do it, and they promise, no, I won't do it, and they turn around and do it right away again. What are you going to do? You're going to spank them for that? You're going to kick them out? You're going to disown them? No, you can't. That is really true in that case, that they didn't mean it, but they can't help it. See, that's a different situation. And ultimately, all these things we're doing, right, I'm challenging you, okay? It doesn't have to be shown, right? I'm showing it to you, but it doesn't have to be. It is through your discovery, your search, your quest. And of course, that's why you're here. So I'm not saying that you're not seeking, okay? But I'm saying it's not just, okay, you know, the idea that's really in my head all the time, right? And Taejoon Lee always says, right? It's no big deal when I show you one thing, you do that one thing. Okay? Or I show you 10 things and you do 1 out of the 10. When I show you 1, you do 10 things. See? That's the aspiration. I show you, and that's what I expect. I show you 1 thing, you extrapolate 10 more. Then we do the inside-outside palm, right? And there's the outside-inside spear. That's basically the 2 movements you see a lot of. See, I can do that in conjunction, you see? Or rather, you know, you think he's Spock. He was going, hey, right? Look at how my arms are moving. Boom, boom. Where would they ever hit each other? Go ahead and punch.
Yes, sir.
See, it goes, I swing it. Boom, it swings. It's down here, and then I come in for something else. Why would I go here? 1. And everything else is relaxed. Just the tanja. Then just everything else, boom, relax. See, and look at my body. It has to swing. See, what's swinging my arms? My body, not my arm. Okay, then once you understand that, then it's moving. I can move. Then I can pick up. Right? I can do inside, outside, hit groin, and roll, and come up again, and then here, and then here, and then here. And this whole thing works. See, when I go here, and then boom, knee together. So a lot of people go like this. It has to work together. 1, boom. It's understanding once again the whole concept, right? The power from the ground and hitting. Right? It comes from the ground. It's not, that's your bicep and tricep. It's learning, pull the weight, body, boom. See? That's pulling. I'm pulling the energy. Pull in, boom, boom. You know, and that's what I don't want to do, right? Right? Relax! You know, it's not, it's not what I want to do. I know that, so I start by saying, okay, you know, okay, relax, okay, breathe, okay, try this, try that, you know. And then by half an hour later, 2 hours later, that's it. Like, what are you doing? Relax! You got to take the time to have them practice this type of, you know, the swinging, the swaying, the circling, and just learning to relax and swing back and forth, you know, and pushing, pulling, you know, all the movements too, all these forms, you know, we do them also as a Tai Chi movement, as Taeguk. Breathing in, breathing out, you can just do simple things, right? Breathing in, out, you do the kyapjagi, right? Moving the hands, doing the circling, swinging back to 1 hand, right? And just circle it with the legs, and circle it the other way. You know, see, this is matching my body weight with my arms, right? And so this is, right? Even this, they're not going to get it. Because they'll be moving the leg in one direction, the arm in the wrong direction. So you think that people understand, and it's obvious, and that's my, you know, part of my problem too. Because I've been doing certain things so long, I think it's so intuitive that people should know. It's not true. It's not true. And that's not only with this. And this is what human beings, this is, you know, all my years of my life, what I've understood and coming to understand, and what is, you think people know what's common sense. Well, you think they would know certain things or have certain perceptions and so forth. You know, you would think, but they don't. They don't. They don't. Right? People think of the craziest things, and it's dumbfounding. It's really a sickness of the world today, in what people believe, right? What people believe to be true, what people believe to be right or wrong. You know, you can't have discussions anymore with people. You can't have discussions, right? And this is the problem, you see? Because they're not interested in seeking what is right, they're interested in being right. This is what I fight with. And this is actually subconsciously, many of my students, many of the people, the generation today, many people today are brainwashed into thinking that way. It's not what is right that's important. It's not knowing what is right is important. What is important is for you to be right. What you think is matters. What you feel matters. You're the center of the universe. You're what's important. See, this all stems from that idea. That kind of meme, that kind of understanding, that's being taught to everybody. From school, young, And now we have the power to change our gender, change our sex. Are you kidding me? I heard about some preschool, 5 years old, coming to school and telling the teacher, oh, today I feel like Jane. And then comes another day, oh, today I feel like James. And the teachers, applauding. Oh, yes, Jane. I want to be called James today. I have a penis today. Tomorrow I don't have one. Really? See, it's craziness. And now what's happening more now, right? Government is supporting this idea. This is a big problem. Big problem. This is the entire thing, right? And at the end of the day, this is the whole strategy, right? And make each of you think in your own world. You don't have a broad mind, and then have you want to be right, not have open discourse and discuss, and does not desire to seek truth, be emotionally sparked, and fight against each other. That's the goal, and we're doing it. It's unfortunate. I've shown you today again what you thought was right, what you thought was the way it should be, is not. You see? So you should not boast in thinking, I know. But be humble and continue to seek. And remember once again, as I told him and all of them many times, beginning of change is knowing the problem. But knowing the problem doesn't change you. It's what you do after you know the problem that changes you. That's the hard part. Knowing the problem is not hard as long as you stop being delusional.